Okay, I think I'm streaming. Still learning this YouTube thing. I have no idea if I'm live. Let's check. Looks like I didn't send out a notification or anything. I kind of like the idea of streaming alone so I can screw up as much as I want. What's up, Zaire? How'd your sleep go? Glad you can join this one. Figure I'd do a late night stream before I sleep, since I was going to draw anyway. Figure I would start recording myself drawing on my iPad and just discussing my techniques, and then have something I can look back on in the future, see how much I've progressed. Can you share in Discord? Oh yeah, you can share. Of course. Share some drawing. But today, I'll open up my Discord and see what you're talking about. Today I'm going to discuss the benefits of symmetry drawing. Some interesting posts I just opened up. So you might be thinking, doing a symmetrical drawing is very bad. They say never make things the same or too symmetrical, which is true. Stream a link? I don't know, give it a shot. I've never, I'm pretty new to this YouTube stream. It's a completely different method. Oh, share my stream. Yeah, you can share. I don't mind. I was just mentioning that I didn't send out a notification on purpose because I didn't care if people were going to watch or not. But you can promote it if you want. Either way is fine. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of just streaming whenever I want, not having to plan it. So that's what this is. So back to symmetrical drawing. It's true that you don't want to make everything too symmetrical, but there is a reason to use symmetry drawing, and that is for brainstorming ideas. You can make different characters, costumes, test out silhouettes. See if I can pop out this chat so I'm not missing any questions. Okay. By the way, Zaire, I've got a surprise drawing coming up based on one of your suggestions. Got a couple of them actually, but actually it's not a surprise. I posted it in Discord, not Discord, Patreon community chat. Silk Song. Whoopsie. The finished version will go up tomorrow. And I'll probably post the speed paint as well. I can't post it into Patreon because my Patreon is 18 and over, and they lock it if you have an 18 and over Patreon. You can't post videos, which is pretty lame. So I'll post it on my Twitter. It's like, what are they scared of? I'm not posting any live videos. It's pixels. Pixel porn. The other great thing about drawing like this is you only have to draw one side. Cuts your workload in half, literally. But if you have any suggestions as I'm drawing, feel free to let me know. We'll make this half drawing suggestion stream. I haven't actually played this game. I haven't played Hollow Knight either. I'm not very good at those types of games. Solving puzzles. It's not my forte. The less thinking I have to do, the better. I know it has traditional action adventure stuff too, but I don't want to have to figure out how to unlock areas. I just want to go. I did finally start playing Path of Exile Part 1 because for whatever reason I like to play games that are older after the new version has come out. But I made a tanky marauder that is unkillable. It's so satisfying. I used to like making damage dealers, but now I love making just unkillable warrior tanks. You can always do damage, but can you take damage? Suggestion of Demon Bound and Chains, maybe. I feel like the Symmetry might work. Oh, yeah. We could do that. We could make this character. We could do that with this character, right? Just make sure we don't go too crazy. Nothing. There's nothing. Nothing sexual about this. It's just a demon being bound by chains. I've heard that game is great, but never gave it a shot. Been stuck playing a dying dead MMO. Which MMO? Like I said, that's sort of my thing is playing games that are no longer in the spotlight. I don't know if I can start playing an MMO that would suck way more time than I can afford right now. I gotta finish that mobile game. I need to learn 3D. I want to start making animations again, 3D. So many things on Wyvern. I put a pixel art note. Tony is in that game's style on the Discord. Wyvern. That's an MMO. I don't see anything on the Discord. Hello there, yokai. How goes it this fine evening? I feel like I've heard of that, the name Wyvern game, but I just don't know anything about it. Good to hear. You're doing well, yokai. Speaking of yokai, we're making our own yokai demon. Yeah, I hear that. I gotta give myself missions to enjoy or be satisfied. Too much comfort, too much pleasure takes me off my path, which is what I've been indulging in past week. Now I gotta get back to it. I guess doing streams is part of it. I think I can become more consistent on my streams. I hate to make promises I can't keep, but I really, really want to try to be consistent, which is part of the reason why I streamed today without doing any promotions or notifications. What if I just did them without any sort of I need to do this or I need to do that, just do it. And then maybe later when I feel more inspired, I'll do the promote it and then stream it and then do it the proper way. But I find if I just dive into things, I don't overthink it, and I just do it. If I have to think, oh god, I gotta do this, then I gotta do that, then I gotta do this before I do that, By the time I get done thinking about all of it, I'm like, let's do it later. It's like I've already done all of it. Just thinking about all the stuff I have to do makes me tired. All right, we kind of got a base model here. Any ideas? Do we want to make a costume? Any interesting, maybe tattoos, rune markings, accessories, shoes? I found that's one of my favorite things to do in art is making a character model and then just designing different characters from that one base model. That's why I spend so much time like in RPG games, just create the character creation mode. I'm just gonna go ahead and start adding shit. This is my go-to for the past couple years has been making a leotard. It's pretty fun. And also, ever since Japan, putting thigh highs on every female character I ever made. Because that's what I saw everywhere in Japan. Like 50 different characters. They all have very similar outfits. And you could say, well, they've already done that. Why are they doing it? Because it looks good. Tutorials, recording tutorials. Well, I mean, this is kind of. It depends on. I mean, I guess it depends on what people want to see. I'm not sure. Not sure what to teach. I mean, I guess I could just teach how I draw in general. But yeah, like this is sort of a tutorial. Like this is how I come up with character ideas really quickly. So we could turn this. Right now, it's got the silk song character. We can turn it into any character we want. But if you need more like my flash work, spine animation work, yeah, I don't think I've made any tutorials for specifically spine. I haven't done anything for spine. I could probably start doing that. Yeah, I probably could. Again, I don't want to make any promises I can't keep. I've already got so much going on, but I'm in that. I'm in that mode, that achievement mode. So things like that sound appealing to me. I just don't want to spread myself too thin. Only so much energy to allocate to different projects. When I was young, I could do 20 different things nonstop. It's ridiculous. But now I have to be careful where I divide my attention. See how easily couple details can completely change a character. Symmetry. I don't know or not. I feel sorry for her. She's a mean demon. She bite your head off. Capture her before she could do it. Any suggestions for what color she could be? I'm thinking we go traditional red. That's usually the way it goes. She breaks free, kills the warlock because the warlock's too confident, too arrogant, and forgets something. He forgets the one thing that lets the demon free. And the demon is cunning enough to let the warlock think that he's got full control. Orange is always a good color. I'm going to use some accent colors too, so maybe orange. Let's see. Maybe some things. I really like your comic book characters there. The one girl with the crystal. She's adorable. She's kind of like naive, and the Dark Lord that she listens to. It's like you've really created a cool little world there. Like seeing that makes me realize how powerful world building is, even for something as it's not completely serious. It's got a little comic relief to it, but you still believe in the world. So, good work. You got something. You got something there. Kashan, is that her name? Yeah, Kashan. Doing her best. She's doing a great job. But yeah, that's always those type of characters are always appealing because you're kind of like rooting for them, but you're like, oh, how naive. Yeah, backgrounds. You can watch my last stream to hear about what I think of making backgrounds. I'm on the same page as you. It's like I can make a couple backgrounds, one or two, and I can really dive into it and have fun. But you make me do more than that. I'm like, can I stop? Can I stop making these backgrounds, please? It's one of the reasons I really want to get into 3D. I love the idea of just making a model once and being able to modify it and being able to reuse it infinitely. Look at that. Five minutes. What do you get for 25 minutes? Got an idea, good character. Found out about this referencing option in Procreate a while ago, where you can put down color fills without actually putting it on the line. I went like over a year and a half working in this without that. Still got to close the lines. I always make that mistake. I ended up putting it on the line layer anyway. I think that's some shit. Let's try that again. Son. Alright, there it is. I'm sure there's some software that has done it. But a great use of AI would be to close any gaps in your line drawing so you can just throw down fills. No problem. Oops. Toe claws. Ooh, I like the idea of toe claws. Let's try that. I like taloned feet. I used to draw hooved feet as a kid all the time. I don't know why I stopped doing it. I think at least for demons, for me, it always seemed a little too animalistic. And I liked my demons to look more humanistic. That's why I rarely put ears on my demons, even though I put them on her. Just trying to be different from what I usually do. But I like the idea of my demon aesthetic just being really smooth and humanistic, kind of like a primal human. Like what would a vicious what would a human look like if they evolved into like predatory creatures with claws and teeth instead of how normal humans look like. What normal humans look like. I'm gonna make her feet bigger. We want some exaggeration. This is looking too normal proportion, which is the most boring thing for me. Is normal proportion drawings. I want strange. I want my drawings to look strange. It's a little better. That's why I love the original Capcom Street Fighter characters 2D versions. It kind of implemented it in the 3D as well. They were also exaggerated and giant feet, giant hands, giant muscles. That was those were my original inspirations. Okay. Now, whoops. Just lay down some color. It's kind of cool that they have this color wheel that automatically shows you the complement. So wherever you go here, you get the complement of the color you picked. Makes things easier. You don't want to think too much. I don't really think too much about where I'm placing these accents. I kind of just trash them. If it works, cool. If it doesn't, just go back over it. Oh, I can show that one drawing I did of silk. Here it is. So I was using the Symmetry drawing here. And originally it was it should look like this. And I just changed it. Six finger. A six finger. I mean, we could add six finger. I don't know how noticeable that would be. Make people think it was AI. So why she has six fingers? Because she's a demon. Thanks, there. The one where she's crouched will come out tomorrow. I was reading some old Patreon posts. Someone made a suggestion about a third breast. I don't like to go too alien with my characters. I like to keep it closer to the human realm. Okay. Is that where it comes from? They had six fingers. Interesting. It might work better if she's not clenching her fists. Let's try that. I like historical references when there's a reason for something, even if it's just stories. It makes it more interesting to work on. Wait, I still made five. God damn it! I'm so used to making five. I thought I was making six. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I afraid to make, or am I afraid to erase? No. I mean, I've done ink drawings on paper, so it doesn't, so it's impossible for me to erase as a practice. But if I can erase, I'll erase. I have no problem starting over. She has six fingers. She should have six toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shit. We only got 4 toes here. Let's look it up. Do you have a tablet for your PC? Yeah. Oh, no, not for my PC. This is on my iPad. I'm working on my iPad right now, but I'm looking at the stream on my PC. So, two different systems. All right, now she's a Nephilim. She's got 6 fingers, 6 toes. I wonder what that means. It has to mean something. What differentiates humans from, I forgot, are the Nephilim like fallen angels or the children of angels? I think they're the fallen. It's funny, I was watching a bunch of videos recently about different interpretations of the Bible, demons. How some people think that the devil was actually the good guy, and was just trying to bring knowledge to the people, and then it got twisted into being an evil reason or something or another. I have a hard time actually drawing on my iPad versus my giant canvas. Yeah, they're different. They're different feelings for sure. I I like drawing on the iPad. I didn't at first, but I like drawing on it a little bit more because it feels closer to drawing on paper for me. But I can still draw on my. I have a Wake companion, which is connected to my PC, and I don't have a problem drawing on that. But if I'm just gonna casually draw, I'll always do it on my iPad. It's just easier. That's oh shit, wrong layer. Add some highlights and shadows a little bit here. Not just gonna go flat color. One thing I've realized is I need to like simplify my color palette. I like to use every color of the rainbow, which is its own style. But I don't know if it's not that great for cohesive drawing. Oh man, I could talk for hours about the ancients. ancient Near Earth, Eastern myths, especially biblical and tangential biblical topics, been hovering in the academic biblical circles for the past few years. Yeah, I've been recently into or just watching videos on that. I might be it. I never really drew on paper. Oh, interesting. Yeah, before before I drew digitally, it was all paper. Paper has a texture and aesthetic that is very different from digital. But as far as the stories, the Bible stories, and the myths and legends or whatever, I mean, there could be some truths hidden in there. I'm completely open to there being things that we don't know about. But it just goes to show you how powerful stories are. It's why I need to get back into making my animations, like tell stories again. I just don't want to do 2D animations anymore. Which I'll do smaller animations, 2D animations, but I don't want to do full-on long form animations in 2D. It's just I don't have the drive to do that. It takes so much concentration. Maybe I'll change my mind in the future, but right now I got too much happening. I wonder what she would look like with tentacle hairs coming from between her horns. In between her horns. We can try. I recently got a Canvas Pro 27-inch. I think the bigger display is so much better than I. Oh yeah, I agree on that. I have a small display for my PC. The Wacom Companion is like I think it's 11 by 14. So yeah, it's not even close to 27 inches. But yeah, I think drawing on a display that's bigger. My gosh, a freaking camera moved. And I didn't even know. That wasn't on purpose. Unbelievable. I think I got a pocket of this. Man, how long was it like that? Um, yeah, I think a bigger display, the better. Not too big, but when the display is too small, it's just claustrophobic. Yeah, that's the recent thing I heard. is that the demons were actually just angels that didn't want to, that wanted to experience life as, or experience life, the life that humans have, and then they were condemned because of that. At least that's the story that I heard from one of the YouTubes. You know, we can make these chains like, yeah, let's keep some. Bluish metal. Try to restrain myself from using every color of the rainbow. I was going to make something like yellow. And why she ain't there? Freaky context. I don't know. Because the suggestion to have a demon bound by chains. And so here we are. The story of how we got here is up to you. We're just revealing we're just peeking into this world. Oh shit. I always do that. I keep on drawing on the wrong layer. So I don't use too many layers. Some tentacle hair. Can't help but think of Predator every time I see tentacle hair now. Well, my way, Yahweh. I think the hair instantly makes her look more like primal or native looking. Forget her. Skull. Yeah, I can sit here and draw like this for hours upon hours. 11:11 synchronicity. So I figure why not stream it? Two birds with one stone. Share my techniques while doing something I'm going to do anyway. What's up, Jez? Good morning, good evening to you. What about replacing the claw on the tip of her wings at the top of the mouths? That's an interesting idea. We'll try that. Thank you, Jez. I'm not hip to the modern lingo, so I'm guessing kicks means good. Just taking some suggestions on what this demon girl should look like. She always takes me out of the box of what I always make, which is a good thing. Fills my mental libraries of ideas. I put on the wrong layer again. God damn. Alright. Shit. Where's the piece? Oh, that's. I don't even have that many layers. I'm still getting confused. Okay. I think we're on track. Yeah, feel free to offer any suggestions for this character before we get into the shading. Once we get shading, there's kind of no going back. You can always go back, but it's a hassle. It's a Hasselhoff. Yeah, I like the mouths on the wings. Good idea there. Extra faces and extra mouths usually turns out cool. Damn. Let's stick with the accent colors. Ooh, interesting. That might be that might be clashing with her horns. So make them darker or something. I should have done it separate. Darker. I think I like this one. Looks too tribal. Takes her out of the takes away from the demon of the abyss feeling. Too grounded. I like my demons to be very magical fantasy like. Is this a water creature? Could be. She's got the webbed ears and blue. She could be a water demon. At this point, it's whatever we think. I had no preconceived ideas of what this character would be. I like doing body markings on these types of characters. I could do some tattoos or something. God damn it. Oh, man, it's so much different on a different monitor. Maybe instead of ponytail, it's connected by the face and mouth. Maybe instead the ponytail is connected by a face and mouth. I'm not sure what that is. I surest you lean into the water, demon. That's my suggestion. You want me to lean into the water demon field? I think I know to just connect the hair to the head. Start doing shadowing. Give my grammar, no worries. I do it all the time. Tuning layers. I think we need to make the lines dark now. If you want to test changing the color of the lines, you can just look a layer above it and make it a clipping mask and just throw any color on it like you want. Now go black. Whoops. So I put it on the wrong. Actually, put the color on the line layer. It's supposed to put it on the layer above the line. So that's pure black line. I think it works. It just needs to be that way on all the other ones too. I can just turn all the lines darker. But I think once you go this dark, you can't really sketchy lines don't work as well. You kind of have to. Yeah, it could work. Does she have a tail? I know that's outside the scope of symmetry tool, but we can add a tail. Just turn symmetry off. I don't want the tail to go between her legs. It might look like something else. It's not something I'd like to draw. Female form looks perfectly fine without adding male words. I have a keyboard in my lap and I keep pressing undo, but I'm working on my iPad, so it's not doing anything. Darker blue. Try that. One thing that's annoying about using the reference option is that it will disable being able to just paint bucket drop color. So I can turn it off. It's easier if I just put all the blue onto a separate layer. Thing with the wings. The benefits of separate layers. What's that? Not there. We should dive into some shading and highlights now. It's pretty great color-wise. I think the bright teal does work for the organic with the wings membrane. Yeah, I like the bright blue in certain spots. Nice. We work with some blending. For eyeshadow. I always get stuck on whether to make pitch black eyes or glowing neon eyes because I like them both. Obviously, the glowing neon eyes stand out, but I really like dark eyes as well. Pitch black pupils. Just normal pupils in general. They're dark, look nice. I prefer dark eyes. But when I draw, I gotta try to make things that stand out. That is some glorious shine. You think Akumi could take this demon down with weapons? She's not gonna think he can take out a demon in hand-to-hand combat. Need some tools. Some benefit of Well, Akumi's not really human. She's kind of a. Never really dove too deep into it, but she comes from a tribe of warrior women that use magical items. Alright, let's do some shadows and some highlights. Hmm. Oh, I don't really spend too much time thinking about making correct highlights. In general, the light for me is always coming from above down on character. It was refreshing to know I'm not the only one that is like Noah, the creator of Hellboy. Someone asked him about how he determines his light source. His answer was, I don't know. I just make whatever looks good. I'm not really thinking in detail about all that stuff. Yeah, my approach was always what looks good. You don't want to be completely off the mark with lighting and all that, but if it looks good, no one cares. No one cares. Same thing with Todd McFarlane. People make fun of his anatomy, yet he was one of the most famous comic book artists ever because he had energy in his drawings. Didn't have to be realistic. The energy that he put into it is what resonates. You want realism, go take a picture. We are expressing a different reality. One tip I've found for shadows in Procreate is to draw the shadow in as normal with any color, and make. Yeah, that's what I just did. So this shadow layer is just blue. Can you see? Yeah, but I use the multiply layer there, and then I can make it as dark or light as I want. I forgot to mention that. Yeah. Then with it on a separate layer like this, you can change the color of the shadow any color you want. The red kind of looks interesting. But shadow's supposed to be bluish, blue color. So we gotta blend it in with the background. Let's change the. No, not really thinking about background right now. Usually best to keep it gray until you've gotten to that part. Neutral color. And then, speaking of the shadows, you can do the same thing with highlights, make it a layer. I like to use add. Then you can take the exact same color and then just mark it up. Now I can come back on it with the smudging tool to blend it a bit. Smudging tool. I like to just do these spotlights now. It's like a super fast way to create the illusion of depth. I mean, it works without any smudging at all, but where's the fun in that? I want to smudge. You gotta be careful about blending too much. You get a muddy look. You want to keep some of that hard edge. And I'm guilty of over smudging. Oh yeah, but wait, you missed the second comment part about the shadow trick. To duplicate and duplicate the layer, shift the new layer's hue and brightness down. Then make that layer clipping mask over the multiply layer for perfect color. Duplicate the color layer, shift that new layer's hue and brightness down, and make a clipping mask over the multiply layer for perfect color. Yeah, I've heard of that trick as well, Zaire. I'm pretty lazy. But I know what you mean. It's actually the more correct way to do it, so that you don't lose the color in your shadows, so that the true color comes through the shadow. But yeah, those extra steps, man. I usually skip any extra steps. So yeah, I think I read that, or I watched that in a YouTube video at one point, and then I just didn't do it. I think we can try to do it here. So you take the color here, duplicate it, shift that layers hue down, brightness down, and make that layer clipping mask over the multiply layer. Okay. Shit, we messed up my other clipping. God damn it. So that's the here's the shadows. Does this make clipping? God damn it. Well, you can see already why I'm not here. This one's. And then we turn down the hue, darkness, I don't remember. I guess we turn that into a multiplier. Maybe like that. Something like that. Something like that. Yeah, I was like during the couple years I was learning Procreate, I was trying every trick in the book, just experimenting. Like this one where I just duplicate the color itself and then just multiply it, tricked out with saturation. There's so many different ways. And then just delete or erase where you want the light to come through. But like with everything, I always try to find the fastest, most condensed way to do something once I've learned every possible process. Like a sculptor, I just chip away the parts I personally don't want to use or anything I think is unnecessary for my process. Basically, anything that slows me down. I like to move at a very rapid pace. I don't mind experimenting. Yeah. Since you the short Discord for when you have time. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Color to That's the problem. I put the line of the tail on the same layer as the color. So I think I could just copy, cut that. There we go. Background, smoky background. So we got orange. What is the complement of orange? Blue, we have blue. Just gonna have to. So we got the warm and cool already, so I guess it doesn't matter. Just try shit. We just try shit. And keep with the water theme, then we can try sugar rain. Throw it on any kind of color because I'm gonna can change it up here. So usually the bottom is lighter and the top is dark. That is ugly green. It's ugly. Ugly green. Trying to draw some generic mist. Oh, put some highlights on the teeth. Maybe some gory eyes. Then, where are the eyes? Copy paste. Would Madeline be able to fight off this demon? Yeah, I think just kind of on the same hunter level as Akumi, using tools, anti-demon tools. What's going on? No, it's just quick minutes. I like to think of demons as read it in a comic. They're not susceptible to earthly human inventions, so they have to be fought with magical artifacts, things like that. One of the few books I read, I think it was the Conan book. I don't remember which one, but they had to be they had to fight demons differently. One of the ways that they defeated a demon is like a demon will automatically merge with other demons, even their own bodies, so that they have their bodies cut to pieces. They can merge back together if they touch. I think in the book, Conan cut off the demon's arm and then shoved his clawed hand back in the demon's face, and it merged with his face. And that's how he defeated the demon. I was like, wow, that's crazy. But they had to be clever about defeating the demon. Speaking of Madeline, I need to draw her more. I like her narrative. It's always something I've liked, even though it's been done. The royalty or the rich girl who secretly does dangerous stuff because she was so protected growing up. I want to say Batgirl is like that. I'm not sure. I don't know fully her history. can make some of these markings on the as well. Yeah, rubbing is like that as well. But definitely not one of the originals. I'm sure that was inspired by something. Never appreciate the concept. I can't. I mean, Zelda from Link later, I guess, became that. I don't even know the full story of that either. Pretty bad at remembering the details of stories from pop culture. I think we're almost done. I was going to make these, some of these markings. But let's make it all. I'm just going to experiment real quick. That girl is the commissioner's daughter, so I get. I didn't remember that. Yeah, that's right. You know who else wasn't not quite a princess, but He-Man was a prince. But secretly, he was He-Man. Let's tone this down a bit. Tila is daughter of Man of Arms. She wasn't royalty, right? I like that. I like that sort of story too. Just someone who follows in your parents' footsteps in a noble way. Yeah, bioluminescence. It's a real thing. Animals being able to glow. You think about it, it's so cool. If animals are able to do that, why not humans? Maybe in a different parallel reality, humans develop bioluminescence. I always think about that, like all the animals that can do crazy superhero shit, electric eels generating their own electricity as protection. Even animals that use venom have their own poisons. And obviously, bad animals that have teeth and claws. Oh, what's up, Vega? Yeah, I'm just switching to YouTube for now. It's a little bit easier because the videos automatically get uploaded to YouTube once I'm done. Whereas on Twitch, I need to download the video, then upload the video again to YouTube, put in all the information. So I'm thinking YouTube is way simpler to maintain. Not to say I won't ever use Twitch again, but yeah, I'm always looking for the most efficient way to do things. And so being able to stream on YouTube and then have the YouTube video of the stream automatically be there is kind of nice. I haven't really promoted it much. I'm kind of just trying to say soft streaming. I'm not really promoting it, just doing it. And then the videos will get automatically uploaded, and that's content automatically done for me, whether people know about the stream or not, which is pretty convenient. All about laziness. I'm all about laziness. I should say I'm all about efficiency. You know, all the best inventions come from the laziest. They found ways to do less by creating inventions to make their lives easy. I'm not going to invent anything. I'll invent the fastest ways to produce art, because that's what I'm always produce art. the fastest while maintaining quality. I want to move fast, but I don't want to lose quality. So, whether I can take that. I've got to head off to bed, but this was great. Here's to hoping this becomes a more regular thing. All right, Zaire, have a good night. Yep, I am going to give it a shot to be more consistent. If I don't need to think much about it. I'll do it more. That's just the truth. So I'll just probably randomly be streaming. I'll try to stream a couple more times this week. I definitely need to activate my notifications so I can catch your streams. Oh yeah, on YouTube, I think you just have to set the bell, subscribe, and set that bell thing, and then I think that notifies you. I'll probably try to stream again tomorrow night. Again, I don't like to make promises I can't keep, but I'm going to try to stream more consistently on YouTube for all the reasons I just mentioned. Just easier and free video upload, meaning I don't have to think about it. Once I press end stream, I've got a video on YouTube that people can watch later. But yeah, I don't see any ways to post the schedule on YouTube, so, like on Twitch. So I just have to create my own schedule, and then hopefully, if I'm consistent, people catch on. I'm not too worried about views right now. What I really want to do is build some what's the word? I like to build over time a community on YouTube so I can promote my projects, like my mobile game that's coming out this year, for instance. I tried streaming the mobile game development yesterday, but I don't think it's very exciting to watch game development. There's a lot of tedious stuff. So I wasn't really feeling it. It's like, I'm kind of getting bored of streaming this. It's just a lot of exporting, seeing if it works in the game, drawing one piece of art, exporting it, putting it in the game, see if it works in the game. It's not really exciting. But I do draw my iPad like a lot, so that doesn't take much. There's no effort in me doing that. So if I can just turn on a stream and then draw on my iPad, that's like easily done. So that's what this is. You testing the waters. Can I do this? Can I do this consistently? The better question. Seems like it. It sure seems like I could. Don't burn yourself out. Other projects and things you do. It's quite a treat to see you on stream again. So hope you're taking it easy. Thanks, Vega. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm learning about myself is when to take the foot off of the gas and when to chill out. Right now, I'm about to put the foot on the gas. So I'm about to, at least for this month, I'm about to go beast mode. Starting, I guess you could say right now. That's what I'm doing this stream. I thought about just going to sleep, but then I was like, nah. If you want to draw, just press the button to go live and just start drawing. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. So this month, I'm going to try my best. Get the mobile game backgrounds done. Stream me drawing on my iPad. Maybe I'll post a notification on my Twitter before I stream tomorrow. But I gotta do these in a way that don't feel like an obligation or feel like work. That's the key. All right, I think we've got our bound demon, demoness. I wonder if her eyes should be different color. We got a lot of teal happening. Maybe we make her eyes different. Oh shit. Calendar's falling down. I think that's a sign. It's my alarm clock to end the stream. The green stands out a little bit. I look forward to your speed drawing to phase it. Speaking of which, I love this character. Thanks, man. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna do a speed draw. Oh, there it goes. I'm gonna do a speed draw. I'll post a speed draw tomorrow of I did a fan art of a Silk song. I'll show you her in a bit here. I showed it earlier in the stream, but I'll show it again. Did a fan art. This was a suggestion by Zaire a couple of weeks ago. I finally decided, let me do that. It actually started off as a different character, and then I just made it into this character. And these are sketches of different ideas. Let me start off as this character. And then I duplicated that, and then I went on to onto the second image here, and then I changed the design. Probably do a speed draw this one too to go along with the stream. Do some extra work with it off stream before I finish completely. It's a little more bio. Since I should just use the brush. Supply needs that glow. There's already so much glow. It's overglown. Everything's overglown. Let's see if we can tone it down a little bit. That's her name. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I figure a good way to jump on that trend. I haven't played the game, but I am a fan of this art design. I love the cartoony aesthetic. Oopsie. Yeah, at this point, I'm just noodling. I think most of the important parts are done here. As they say, art is never done, only abandoned. Gotta know when to abandon it. But yeah, I'm gonna post the speed draw of that. I think I showed it to you actually live. Here's your sneak peek of the speed draw. Wait, can I show? I think I have to export it first. Yeah, I gotta export. I'm not sure if I can navigate without showing something inappropriate. If I can recommend, just like on Patreon, I suggest a different variation of glow effects on the eyes and tattoos from teal to red. You can do that. You can make a duplicate. Let's see what that looks like right now. Turn it red. That's not sure. Let's try it. Gonna clash with her orange skin, but we'll try to change her skin colors. Eyes, or the eyes. Skin should be red and green. Blue kind of works. But change the background. You can see that changing things on the fly reveals a lot of problems, but these are our best. That's why I make a separate file to prepare for the problems. Check this. Well, you can see it's usually best to start off with the colors instead of trying to change them after the fact. But get an idea. Let's see if I can touch these. It looks kind of like she's got moons. Something I was not expecting. Maybe I'll make her, oops, nails. Her nail. Teeth. More violet. Yeah, it's crazy how different things look. A simple color change. It's ridiculous. Things. Crazy, beautiful. She's like either an aquatic or light. Yeah, she does look pretty crazy. Yeah, I like making these female demons with the interesting color palettes, like a salamander. I think this top part needs. Let's see. Something here. It's pretty interesting. for these glowy parts, the markings need to be thinner. Is that middle line? I don't know where that middle line is. Not something very exciting. Yeah, more neutral background for this palette. That's starting to look more cohesive. I think these wing parts are a little too saturated. So kind of like, they look like they're a little bit glowing, but might be a little too much. Yeah, it actually looks better with less of those red stripes. Let's try something those down. I might try a different design on the other. So I think we just turn these this way. Yeah, I think that's it. We're putting too much onto the below part, which started to overwhelm the rest of the piece. We'll try different design. Good. Something that mimics a garter belts. Yeah, I think bioluminescent parts of the when it's red in the body looks more like she's got cut up. Looks like she got cut up. What's that on the knees? Somehow I blended it into that. Yep, she's got natural gardens. Let's see if I can make it look like she's wearing stockings. I try all kinds of things. Let's see this color. Make it completely different from the other one. These are stockings. They're not going to work so well on talented feet. She looks a little more tribal with those stocking garter boots. Look like leather, made out of leather. Some magical stockings. Not ripping. Actually, let's put some rips. That's the shitty thing about it's brown. Okay. Let's see, using blending. It's at parts. What color you're using? It's all blended. It's too much detail. Too busy. It's just too bad. And green mouth. It doesn't match with anything else. Let me change that. It's the complement of red. Once we have green somewhere else, it doesn't work. We already got too many colors happening. This has the cult finally has summoned something nice to it. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. It's like a warlock first time summoning is about to get eaten because he messed up something. I hope you did it right. But yeah, those red on the walls are way too. They're way too saturated. Put that color. Why can't I get the same code? Whoa. Gosh, you got the safety on. I'm sure the warlock will be fine. For now. I'm sure she finds some ways to entice someone to loosen her bonds. Some poor fool who believe her lies and get taken advantage of. I like gradient colors on this style. Try that. I'm gonna remove some of these ones, these black ones. Now, let's see if we can blend this. Blend this convincingly with the shadows. I just realized that her her winged mouths could probably do some stuff the summoner wasn't aware of. I'll put some highlights on that hair. Like a chest buster from the Alien. is. Oh yeah, maybe it could do that. I was just thinking that they're free to move around even though her arms are bound up. But now, what if they could shoot out some little chest bursters? I wouldn't mind seeing her in either Akumi Wars or a mobile game, even working on even working as a boss. She definitely looks like she can do some serious damage for the fun of it. She could probably be made to a character. I've got some characters that are very similar to her design. Wouldn't take too much to edit her into the game model. At the moment, I've got to draw a ton of backgrounds first. That's my mission for this week, starting tomorrow actually. Just kind of freaking dive into background art the entire week, so I can hopefully get it off my plate. I also want to make commissions available for people that want to have their character in the game. I definitely should do that this month. Not until I've completed the backgrounds, of course. The earlier I get those in, the better. Gotta be careful about putting too much detail on small areas. None of it gets registered unless you zoom out, so it's kind of a waste. And actually can distract or ruin the look. Alright, one last thing we can do. I like to add little highlights on the edges. To kind of define the silhouette. Should be able to copy paste this highlight line onto the other ones. I'll try that. injured my shoulder so long ago working out. It's never been the same. It looks kind of like she's reaching out to give a hug until you see the chains. It's like, oh, what a nice girl. She wants to give me a hug. And then she devours your soul. Not different. Not much difference from a real girl. I'm just kidding. Devouring your soul. That's good there. True, Angela. I think anglerfish. Yeah. Say, come on over. You hungry? Here's some food. And then, boom, you're eaten by a monster. I remember I saw an animation long ass time ago that had a clever take on that, where a tree, actually, no, some like astronauts visiting an alien planet and sees this girl, attractive girl, waving at him. And he's like, oh, damn, there's a girl on this alien planet. And he goes up to see what she's doing. And then the turns out, then the girl swings like she's swinged by like a vine and knocks the astronaut into a giant mouth of this tree-like creature. You zoom out and see that, like the anglerfish, the tree has a little, instead of a light, he's dangling a part of his bark that is in the shape of an attractive girl. So that's fucked up. uses the attractive growth to attract astronauts into his belly. Looks pretty good. Once we get to the highlight, the edge highlights, you know we're coming to the finish. Let's go ahead and put this onto the other drawing. Let's see if I can do this right. Oops. I think that works. Got to love the work take on simple real life things. Yep. I like taking what nature does and then putting it into a humanistic or monstrous way. Andromeda, or perhaps Narcissa, something alien would be her name. I like those names, yeah. Andromeda, Narcissa. Oops. So we got a red version and an orange version. I like the color belts on the red version. She looks a little more refined. We spent a little more time on her. Should just leave that. Maybe blend. Yeah, they're both good in different ways. What's up, Dante? We just got to the end of the drawings of our demon. Dante's a cool name. I think that's biblical, isn't it? That's 6 fingers, 6 toes. So the reason we gave her 6 fingers and 6 toes is because Zaire suggested it for because it's what the Nephilim were said to have. I forget exactly, but I think the Nephilim were fallen angels. Fallen angels were no, the giants were the children of the angels. That's right. The giants, the titans. Thank you, Dante. It's a freaking calendar. Looks like I'm sitting sideways. It's a calendar. Yeah, I think we're done. Sign it. I keep changing my signature because I don't like spending so much time on it. But I actually like seeing when, like, I don't think about it in the moment, but when I see it like years from now, I'm like, oh, when did I do that? And then when I don't have a date on it, I'm like, oh, I'm not sure. It's nice to have dates. Which I'm not always doing. Let's see. I think I can go through these other sketches, make sure there's nothing too crazy. Okay, we can go down to Ninja. So we'll go through some other sketches I got going on. This is going back to my more cartoony designs. Actually, I should just go to some designs. More symmetry drawings. Post the speed draw of this tomorrow. Yeah, I got a lot of drawings this time to post. Still in the pipeline. Hello there. Hello, Akumi Wars. Speaking of Akumi Wars, I need to update that tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Next month. I'm going to re-release all the seasonal skins and characters for December, October, November. All right, guys. We got 2 drawings done. Thank you for your suggestions. I will try to do another stream tomorrow night, probably around the same time. Oops. Late at night. I'll take suggestions as well. Doing these symmetry drawings are pretty easy, but maybe we'll do something more. Oh, look at that, just in time. My iPad's almost out of juice. Yes, sir. Seasonal skins will return. So if you forgot to get them last year, they'll be back. Put them in your inventory. So, yeah. Glad to catch your stream up to us. Hope you have a great night. Thanks, Vega. Hope you have a good night, too. Dante, Vega Sanders, unknown for now. Zaire, who's gone to sleep already. And Jez. Thanks for hanging out. And so until next time, peace. And 2 pieces. I'm out. Have a good night, guys. Okay, I need to do my signature. Onwards and upwards, guys.